Yo, what is going on, guys? Element here, back with you for another video, and today we are about to do a tier list of sorts. We're going to be doing the most hype characters, the most hype releases for us, obviously opinionated, in Dokkan Battle. So yeah, in terms of characters that release in Dokkan Battle, there's obviously a lot of characters in here that are truly hype and have been really great releases in general in the community, but obviously, you know, if we're going through 10 specific releases, especially how this game's been going on for 8 years, we're gonna have to narrow it down a bit. So, yeah, that's what we're trying to do here today, basically. All right, yeah, let's do this. All right, so at number 10, I got Bardock. My boy Bardock. For me, we'll do Infernos after, but for me, Bardock, he is one of my favorite characters in the series in general. He's top 3 character in the series for sure. And yeah, this guy was pretty cool. He released literally not that long ago, like what, 2 months ago. So yeah, not that long ago at all. At this point, obviously he still is pretty good. One of the better TURs out there still. And yeah, I feel like they did a good job with him. I feel like his active skill and his intro aesthetically, I feel like it look really nice, and the music as well. I mean, it's part of the aesthetics, but yeah, the just a lot of cool stuff. And then I feel like Bardock, I feel like we needed this moment for a while, DOKKANFEST for this guy in a while. So I feel like this guy was pretty needed. At number 9, we got SCR Vegito. So obviously SCR Vegito, this character is very hype, I'd definitely say. I think there was a lot of people that were definitely unhyped for this guy when he originally came out. I mean, I wasn't one of them for sure. I remember recording those videos upcoming into the worldwide, and that was hype times for sure. It was very enjoyable. One of the best times, I think. I wouldn't say the celebration was that great, but I think the hype towards it was definitely sick. And obviously, being Vegito, he's definitely going to be a hype character regardless. But yeah, SCR Vegito was super hype. Obviously, in terms of OST animations and everything like that, he just brought everything to the table. I felt like he was the best unit in the game, by far, actually, when he dropped. So it was just like, yeah, like they did him justice for sure. So I'm definitely glad that they, you know, went as ham as they did with this guy, because I feel like he's still pretty, well, I don't want to say good, but yeah, he's there. He could be used. Let's just say that right now. I definitely awaiting the Easy A for sure at this point, because it's been nearly almost 3 years actually. It's crazy that he's been out, but yeah, pretty hype release regardless. For me, number 8 has got to be Namek Goku. Namek Goku, this is an interesting one because I don't think a lot of people would actually say this. Namek Goku is a bit interesting in terms of he's just like a regular just DOKKANFEST, and Namek Goku, while he is hyped for a lot of people, might not be at the top 10 of someone's list. One of my reasonings for this guy being so high is definitely got to be his animations. When I was playing the game at this point, this guy, when he released, felt like he was like a new step in animations.
Yeah, I remember that V jump.
Yeah.
And then like we saw the teaser on J, because that's somewhere on Global. So I remember seeing this on JP, like videos about him coming out on the JP version. And he's just crazy.
Yeah. And yeah, I think animations wise, they did really good with this guy, and he was actually pretty good back then, because obviously when he transformed, he still had the stacking and such, so that was also a really good part of his passive. And now with this EZA, I think he's actually pretty good. He's one of the better EZA TURs too right now, so I'm glad that they did justice to him with the EZA. I think they did a pretty good job, and I feel like he's very fun character actually to use.
Yeah,
he's pretty fun. So yeah, that's my number 8. For number 7, I've got the 3 years. I just got both of them here. Specifically, I guess I would say this guy more so, just because it's a Gogeta, and I'm more of a Gogeta fan, but obviously both of them was sick. This one's a really, I feel like, nostalgic one, because of the fact that this is one of the first major banners that someone done, which is kind of surprising because it started like 6 months before it, or even longer actually. So yeah, but I feel like this is like one of the this is the first big banner that I summoned on. I feel like other than, I guess, Thank You Celebration technically was, like, if you want to count it like that.
Who was that? Gogeta?
That was Gogeta, I guess.
How heavily did we actually summon?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really summon all. But you know, still, it's there. But yeah, for sure, like this was very hype. obviously I think a lot of people started at this time during the game, because I think the transformation mechanic obviously being one of the better things they've added for sure in the game. Just it adds to animations. Definitely brought in a lot of people, and I think a lot of people have these guys Easy A's and such and duped out. I would say their Easy A's, while good when they came out, definitely fell short. I think at this point, at least now, it's almost been a year since their Easy A's been out, and I definitely wouldn't say they're the greatest at this moment. I think when they came out, they're like still like they were top 10 LR, but both of them even. But now it's a little iffy. But let's move on to number 6. Number 6 for me, we got the Goku Gohan unit. This also came out in 2022. Which is interesting. We got actually a very decent bit of 2022 character. It was actually pretty surprising. But yeah, for me, Gohan, he's my favorite character. And with that, obviously, I feel like this version of Gohan, I think they did great justice to him. I still think he's very good even now. It's just a matter of getting him out, but this guy is a fun character, because I feel like he's just like, he has high defense, he has the guard, and he can do solid numbers too. The counter, ferocious power, the counter is pretty great. It's a great chance too, yeah, I mean, I forgot about that. Yeah. This character, a lot of the reason though, like why I would say they're one of my most hyped characters, it's definitely gotta be because of Gohan in there. This version of Gohan is like my favorite Gohan. I guess that'd also mean a character like Goku Gohan, but this is like most hype DOKKANFEST. So right, so yeah, Goku Gohan LR is also one of my most hyped characters, because those guys look insane aesthetically too. But I would say that this character, for sure, very good, very good. Alright, for the next one, we're in the top 5 now. It's getting kind of short here, so let's just take a look. Tech Gogeta. I remember recording the Super Tech reactions for this, and this was a very fun video. Their OST was insane.
One of our better videos.
It's one of our better videos actually doing on the channel right now. This character, similar to SDR Vegito right now, you could use them, but it's probably not advised for him at this point, right? I think they still have a little more usage, probably simply because of just the higher stats. Simply, they have simply just better stats now, like defensively wise at least. Yeah. So you're more safer with them. But SCR Vegito and Tech Gogeta are very similar characters in terms of hype. Obviously, as however, they're obviously both still neck and neck, honestly, in terms of hype. I know a lot of people like Vegeta, a lot of people like Gogeta, so it's like they're both there, right? And Gogeta, like I said, being actually I didn't say Gogeta. Gogeta is my second favorite character, so obviously any Gogeta that drops is probably going to end up being like very close vicinity of like top 10, right? So yeah, Tech Gogeta, very very high, very high. Alright, we got number 4, and we got another just TUR here. So we got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, for me, was definitely super hype. I remember summoning on this guy like crazy when he dropped. This is around the time, obviously this is after Worldwide, when the SDR Vegito unit came out. And at this point, I was really like going ham on my JP account. I was trying to build it up like crazy. And at this point, this is like one of my first characters on my JP. And one of the first ones I'll use a lot as well. This guy has a nice place in my heart, just simply because of all the memories around like the summons. I feel like was pretty crazy. I remember doing some fun summons with Nindo. So those were fun times for sure. And this guy, could he easy A 8th year? They could. They wanted to. Yeah, they could. I could see that for sure. But yeah, this guy I think is really cool. He's still okay now. Like, you could use him. The counter is definitely still obviously one of the best parts about him. But he could be used. I think similarly, he's like kind of similar actually to the Easy 8 Tech one. So at least he has a little bit of longevity, I guess. But I think he's one of the better aging TURs out of 2020, which is not hard to do. Yeah. All right, number 3. I think this is actually somewhat surprising, but at the same time, maybe not. This is going to be Gohan, and then as well as Piccolo. Gohan and Piccolo, They are insanely hype. Now, what honestly fully kills it for me is really just Gohan not being a transformed unit or just being strictly this Beast Gohan. Other than that, this guy is still an insane release for me. I love that active skill. The OST is insane. This character I still think can be really fun. Actually, he's a really fun character. If you can actually get the key for him, he's actually very fun. Like you can, I've been seeing the nullify a lot. And then like just hitting so hard too. It's just crazy. And then Piccolo, unfortunately, I don't have him, but Piccolo is obviously insane. Orange Piccolo is just a beast. His animations look sick. His OST is sick in Orange Piccolo. I love that OST. And yeah, he's just generally just like a really great character. He's #1 at this point, actually. I'd assume obviously the 8th anniversary LRs are going to definitely beat him. It'd be kind of disappointing if they didn't. I actually think they're actually going to be well and far away the best.
I think they're going to blow out the water.
Because I think the fact it was close with him and like Vegeta and Trunks and like LR Gohan.
Yeah.
And, like, I think
they're about to go.
They're easily going to beat him.
The 8th is insane.
Yeah. So yeah, Gohan and Piccolo. While I do think they are very hype characters, even still, I think honestly it's really just Gohan's fault. I think just simply not having the Beast, it kind of ruins it for me a little bit. All right, number 2, we got the 7 years. We're getting close to the end. The 7 years. 7 years are obviously super hype characters. They actually also came out in 2022, so that's like what, almost 4 batches of units I think here. That was like 2022, so kind of crazy actually. This character and this character, obviously for the right reasons for me, are going to be very hype. Both Gogeta characters technically. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I don't actually have this character actually. I'm hoping to pull him during the 8th anniversary. But I know from experience, obviously the gods, their animations are still really good, and then I love these animations as well, the Super Saiyan 4s. I think aesthetically they're some of the best of the year that we still they're best. Like even this card art looks sick.
It looks really good.
It really does. In the full resolution, that's sick. And even theirs with like Gogeta and such, it's still really cool. Mm-hmm. And obviously the transformed arts are still like even I know their transformed art is good.
They look crazy. I mean, anniversary units. What do you expect?
Yeah, their anniversary.
Oh, the new arts for the 8th year? Oh,
they look like that Super Saiyan 3
Goku and
Vegeta. Oh my god,
that looks crazy.
It looks sick. But yeah, I think a lot of this unit in terms of hype is going to come from aesthetic. One of my least favorite things that's happened this year, or last year I guess now, is the fact that we don't have reactions to this on our channel.
Yeah.
Because we streamed it on Twitch, and then we didn't ever have the VOD. We didn't have access to it, so then it was kind of just lost. Anyone who was watching at the time saw the reactions, but now it's just lost. It's really unfortunate. I really wish we were able to do that. Yeah, this year will be different. Stay tuned for that tomorrow, by the way.
Literally tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep. All right, number 1. I think everyone knows.
The pinnacle.
Everyone knows. It's the pinnacle, bro. The Blue Fusions. Blue Fusions are obviously some of the greatest releases of all time in terms of hype. They did insane. Whoa, what? I've never seen the purple in here like that.
Is that actually on his art?
I don't know.
I've never seen that.
Never seen that.
What?
Okay.
Is that like a reddish purple?
That's interesting. Okay, but anyway, he has like blue. Well, actually, is that here like this other blue? I don't know.
I think I've seen that before, but
I've never seen that red
what?
before. Okay.
Looks like a Legend Zenkai.
It does, yeah. Anyway, these arts immaculate. Their animations still really good, actually. Yeah. They still hit. The action skills are definitely some of the better animations. Still, I don't know if they're top 10 now, but you know, they're still maybe like.
They might be top 10.
I mean, Gogeta's definitely.
But some of the units from this year have been
even Gogeta's, yeah, I can see it. Yeah, if we're going like top 10 active skill animations, maybe they're still.
They might still.
They might still be in there actually. But obviously, like I said, this is like one of the greatest releases of all time. They did so good with this anniversary, other than the anniversary, that I feel like, you know, it's just warranted that they were top spot. I feel like that. I feel like in most people's lists, this is what's going to be there, right? So yeah, that's kind of me. That's my list. We'll take a look at yours, so we could you know, kind of compare a little bit. But yeah, let's take a look at that.
All right, so for starting me, we got first we're gonna go with Int Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So Int SS3, he was, I think, the first banner after I'd officially, not officially switched to JP, because as I mentioned in the other video, that I had switched to JP for Gogeta and Broly the year before, but when I actually first started getting serious on JP and like officially, I didn't even have my global account. This was the first banner I summoned on right before anniversary. Did some summons, didn't get them. But he was actually also the first character I bought with coins. So fun fact too. He was my favorite TUR until the next person on this list. We'll look in a second here, but this guy, I mean, I love the Super Saiyan 3 form, and I think it looks really cool on Goku. That's why I'm super excited for this anniversary coming up. But this character was really cool to me. Him and the Majin Vegeta, but you know, that's Super Saiyan 3 Goku bias coming in, and I mean, this moment, you know, his first transfer into Super Saiyan 3, this needed to be done, and I still think they can do it even better with voicing, right? Because I mean, it could have some voicing. That's one of the voices where I think it's going to be better in the English actually.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be amazing if they ever do it again. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all from him. Like he was cool when he released. I think that if I remember correctly, they were still pretty decent when they released. I think they were overrated maybe a bit when they released. I think I had some bias. Like I was like coping with them. Like I was just like, nah, they're still good. They're still good. They weren't good. Like they weren't. Especially this Goku because he doesn't raise defense on Super. At least Vegeta had that in guard. So I'm actually worried about his EZA to be honest. I'm actually kind of worried.
It's a little
Vegeta's gonna be good. I'm worried about him. I am. But yeah, that's about it for him. Next, like I mentioned before, he transitioned into my favorite TUR after that Goku. Another Super Saiyan 2 transforming Goku. You can tell I love Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So, this guy, he's great. That's the difference. He's actually good. Even now, he's still decent. He's alright. When he released, he was insane. Crazy. Unfortunately, he's a New Year's character, and New Year's is not usually the best banner to summon on as a JP player. Well, I say that, and look what happened this year. But, you know, we were away when this banner dropped. We were in what's it called, visiting family, and we were on vacation. So, I wasn't able to, like, do a formal video. I didn't even summon. I did a one rotation. That was about it. Didn't get anything off of that. I didn't expect anything off of that. But I was able to get him later on with a coin. It was a coin. When the heck did I buy him? I think it was Golden Week. Golden Week coins. I believe I got him. Same with the Int SS3. I did the same thing that year. So for both SS3 Gokus, I had to get them with coins. Oh well. But yeah, most of the reason why this guy is hyped to me is just the SS3 form in general. And bro, the choreography behind his Super Saiyan 2 animations look sick. This guy, Super Saiyan 3 Goku's animations look really cool to me. His OST was fire when it dropped. It still is really good too, but yeah, man, that was the best OST in my opinion by far when he dropped. Incredible.
Yeah.
All right, next. Oh yeah, so this one's a bit different from Icy. So we got the 6-year up. So when I was making this list, I was just thinking of what units was in my head where I was just like so overly excited for. I was just like, oh my god, I need them to drop in game. And when I thought of that, they were one of them. They were one of these characters that I was insanely hyped for, and mainly because I was really impressed with what they did with their animations. I mean, I know that Turn Power looks really good at the end, so they have good source material, right? So it's not surprising that they look so good, but it impressed me. And then, not to mention, they have the new revive mechanic that was just sick. Like the idea of being able to die and come back was crazy to me, and all that like put together with their OSTs as well. I did really like their OST. Evolution Blue Vegeta's OST, especially at the time, I really loved it.
Still can hit.
It can. It definitely can if you listen to it with the right headphones. You know, anything sounds good with the right headphones. Though. But yeah, still insane release to me. I was just super excited for this release. I'm not sure what it was. I guess it was really just aesthetic for me for this. Obviously they were great, but I think that was the main thing. It was just they looked really good, and it just made me excited for them. So that's about that for them. What's next? Oh yeah, 3 years. So we were talking about the 3 years a little bit. For me, the only reason they're honestly the only reason they're on this list is probably other units above them is nostalgia. I know I was really excited for them, but I think there's also other characters that I probably would say I was probably a little bit more excited, but because of the nostalgia behind them, and it was like the first major band, like you said, we had coming on, I gotta put them up here, like somewhere like that. So I feel like that was fine. Then we got Gogeta and Broly. Now this release was crazy because if you guys know, there's an old video on the channel, the single luck come through fake out. For this Gogeta. I was in the bathroom doing those toilet summons, and I pulled them, and I was just sitting there silently screaming in my head. And it was crazy. I was like, this is, I'm so excited. I mean, the movie had just dropped. We had watched the movie, wait, they dropped on the 5th? Oh, yeah, that's easy. Okay, 26, yeah, 26 of, that was JP's time.
JP,
right?
yeah.
So, I want to say it was
February.
February, right? The movie came out on, in global, like, the end of January, around this time. Is it like the same day or the day after?
It's like 2 days from now, I think.
Yeah, something like that. For worldwide and like the US, it was out. We had watched it like on that day or like around that time, and then they came out not long after, like at all. So it was just super hype. I mean, I'm more of a Vegito person, but Gogeta's still stick to me, still like my 3rd favorite character or something like that. So yeah, I would say 3rd. So insane. And Broly looks really good. I still think Broly's animations look really good. I mean, Gogeta as well, but and now the Easy 8 and Gogeta's a god. He's sick, man. Gogeta's quite crazy. Okay, what do we got next? Okay, Gohan Piccolo said some stuff about them. Yeah, basically, it didn't matter if B's Gohan wasn't there, bro. I still loved hitting that active skill. It's fire. That OST is fire. Best OST in the game. And Piccolo is god. That's all that's got to be said.
Yeah.
STR Vegito also talked about. I'm a Vegito fanboy, so I gotta put him up here. Super Vegito is my favorite rendition of Vegito in general. So this release was perfect for me. Like, it wasn't great in terms of summons originally. I won't lie. Pretty shafted. That was a terrible video to record, and it just felt terrible. But it's all right. It happens. We got him duped up heavily. I'm probably gonna rainbow him in this celebration. I'm not really surprised if I don't, or if I do. But we'll see. But yeah, just very cool. We already talked about that, so I'm not gonna spend too much time there. Yeah. Now, my boy Cooler. That's my guy. That's my 2nd favorite character. After Vegito, that's my guy. I love Cooler, man. I mean, he's that guy.
That art looks nice.
Yeah, it's so good. Bro, I don't know. Ever since even like the TUR version of him, the STR Cooler released, I've always liked Cooler as a villain. I watched that movie and I was just like, nah, this guy looks raw. I mean, just look at him. Like bro, he looks insane. He's crazy. And in game, bro, I don't believe I actually was about to underrate this guy in game. You know what it was? I was reading his passive, it was like 100%, okay? And then I said, 100%, okay? And then I was like, oh, he's mid. And then I missed the incomplete line in between that he launches additional attacks that have the chance of being supers. I was like, oh, never mind, he's crazy. But yeah, at first I was actually underrating him when he was dropping. Not like after I read the info, but like while reading the info, I was reading it fast and I missed part of his passive, and I was just like, is he mid? But yeah, he's insane. We know this, and he's super fun. He's the most fun I have. Like out of any unit right now in game, he's probably the most fun that I have using. After that's probably like the 7 years or something in the 5 years. But yeah,
for me,
super cool.
The most fun, I think Yamcha.
Yamcha? I don't even have to. Then we have the 7 years. 7 years, they are the goats. I've used them extensively, everywhere in every content possible, and I just love them. Especially the Super Saiyan 4s, man. I like using the underdog character, and they're the character that people like to just they first hook them. The moment that they just they stop like buffing their teams and stuff, people just stop caring about them. Little do they know, like they've been shadow buffing it. Like they gave us Orange Piccolo, they gave us STR Piccolo, they gave us Blue Gogeta ZZA. Like, this team is, and then we're getting the new LR now. Like this team is pretty good. I was honestly like, if you run Super Saiyan 4s, the new LR, Piccolo, STR Piccolo, you got AGL Gogeta floating, you got the gods. It's a good team.
Yeah,
it's a good team. We gotta hope that the new LR links with them, but they're gonna make it glow up. The gods themselves, use them everywhere. I mean, even I can admit, I use them way more than the Super Saiyan 4s, and they're great. I mean, sometimes they sell. Sometimes. I mean, most of the time they don't. Usually they're pretty good.
I think I used to be more salty with them back when I was trying to do like Broly runs.
Yeah, you know what it is though? It's like you gotta learn like that. If you don't have dupes in them, you gotta transform like quick. Because they're not gonna get their defense super high super quick. If you have them rainbowed, they're triple supering. Their defense is like 400k by their second turn if they're doing triple supers every turn or something, which is likely since they have the guarantee additional and all that. And then they're able to look really good. But 55%. I hope to pull dupes during the celebration, but at 55%, they're just kind of not the crazy. So it just means you
Yeah.
have to transform, and you just have to be a little bit more careful with them. But when you do, they're saying that 16 key is the super effective. 20 key, additional. Amazing. We like
Yeah.
that. We like that here. Yeah. I mean, that's it. This celebration for the 7th year was insane. We'll see if it gets
Yeah.
topped this year. I mean, we'll see.
This celebration could be good. Like,
was-
it could be better.
It was
Who
so
knows?
it was so hype. I hope it's better. And then last but not least, the mans themselves. You also had them at number 1.
Yeah.
The Blue Fusions. They are just the most hype release of all time. This is the most excited I've ever been for a unit, and they are the reason why I don't care if a data download comes before the anniversary. They're the reason why. Because we got that data download, I was just like, I was ecstatic.
That was so.
I
Yeah,
was
it
like,
so good.
let's go. Because school was getting annoying at that time too. Oh, it was like we were just doing some random stuff, It wasn't like bad at the time. It was 8th grade for us, I think, right? And it was just kind of like boring. And then this gave me something to talk about because some of my friends actually played the game. It gave me something to talk about, and we were all like getting excited about it. It was super crazy, super hype.
Yeah.
I love their release. They're probably forever just gonna be the number 1 for me. Now I did want to say this because we haven't mentioned it. The new LRs. So far we haven't gotten the releases, but how excited are you feeling? Like, would you put them in the top 10?
Would I put them in the top 10?
Personally, I do think I would.
My top 10
I
is a
think-
little different,
Yeah.
but ooh, that's an interesting one. I think
So your bottom was Bardock.
my bottom was Bardock.
Are you more hyped than at least Bardock for this right now?
I should be realistically. I want to say the animations, like tomorrow night, is going to be a deciding factor on whether or not.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I think a lot of my hype comes from seeing those animations. Now there's times where it's just the character in general, like Beast Gohan. It's like an example of that. With Beast Gohan, you just hear Beast Gohan and you're just like, oh, I'm hyped already without even seeing the animations. Bardock's a little different. Bardock, even if he is my one of my favorite characters, I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's so hype, Bardock. I mean, like, I gotta see the animations too, and then and I was satisfied with those. So at least it makes it good. So, I think I should be. But I won't say it for sure because I don't know. Who knows how the rest of the Super... We've seen a snippet, but we'll see what the rest of them look like.
Okay. Well, personally, in terms of my excitement level, where I put them, currently I'm thinking about they'd go right above STR Vegito.
So
That's my hype level right for them.
Yeah.
So they're up there. I'm very excited for that. It's a Super Saiyan 3 character, man, and they look like they're gonna be crazy. Oh, I mean, we don't know, but
yeah,
we saw
we'll
those.
see.
We saw some of those animations.
Yeah,
People can complain about the manga shots all they want. I don't care, bro. I don't care. Like
they
like,
look good.
I sometimes wonder when people complain, like, what are they comparing it to? Like, what's their golden pedestal of the characters they're comparing
I know.
it to? Because I swear a lot of these characters they're comparing them to aren't even better. Like, people like to say Tech Gogeta and then disregard his 12 key. Like, people have bad shots. It's just what it is, what it is.
Yeah.
That first shot of his 12 key looks horrendous. I mean, the rest of the animation is pretty good.
The rest of it.
And most of his animations are pretty. He's one of the, in my opinion, still, like, if we made a tier list on that, he'd be, like, number
One of
2
the
or
top,
3
yeah,
or something
like best
in
animations.
quality. Like, he looks great, but
Yeah.
he's got bad shots. These characters are going to have some mid shots. I've only seen one so far.
Beast Gohan has
Beast Gohan has a mid shot.
Not Beast
Orange
Gohan,
Pickle's
but-
transformation is not the greatest.
Yeah.
The 5 years don't even look perfect. Vegeta's
No,
got
no.
more flaws than thing, but that's source material.
Yeah.
Also, Zaid had mentioned this today, but Gogeta's is like super fast. It's like it's better in 1 time speed than 2 time speed.
Oh,
He's
more
one of the only
accurate.
characters like that actually.
Okay.
Because you know, like it's how his 18 key looks.
Yeah.
It looks super quick, but in 1 time speed it looks pretty accurate.
Yeah.
It's just like that, you know. These
Golden,
characters
I
aren't
know
perfect.
Golden Frieza.
The God's transformation is not really that great in my opinion.
No, it's not. It's not.
Also, the Super Saiyan 4's transformation is good besides the actual fusion dance itself. It looks pretty in. STR Vegito's 12 key is very barren, specifically the Goku Vegeta part. You know, these characters don't all have great animations or anything, but we still call them, like, we still do think they're, like, people say STR Vegito's animations are some of the greatest.
Still, yeah.
The 7 years have some of the greatest. 5 years have some of the greatest. Even there are flaws, so don't get that one shot and just say, oh, they're mid. Like, come on, like, can we see them first? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, that's just a
That's honestly a whole nother video.
That's, yeah,
That is a
it,
whole
really,
nother-
it really is. It really
Maybe, yeah. Let me know if you guys want to see that. Top 10 like animations.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that
like
should be a thing.
character in general, like their full package
Yeah.
basically. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to see that. All right, looks like that is probably the end of this. Was actually a solid long one.
I guess you got something to watch.
Yeah.
For content. 'cause,
Hopefully this can bide you guys until you know, anniversary drops more so until the super tax and stuff. We get the live stream tomorrow night. So hopefully, guys, this will help you guys tonight. Let me know what you guys think about the video though. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Who is your most favorite character? Who's your most hype character? Let me know in the comments below. And we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.